Hello everyone and welcome to another puzzle piece. I don't even know if this is puzzle, like this is a collection of mini games. Last call BBS. To be honest, I never even heard the developer before this game came out. It's like Zachtronics, but apparently it's a niche indie developer, and this is on Game Pass. And yeah, it's got the nice old school theming. If I want, I can make this look like a rounded monitor. Yeah, just 500 exabytes. Very real. Oh, nice. They have keyboard type. Like press Alt. Oh,
Recording.
nice. Maybe we'll show leaderboards. So welcome. Ask and you shall receive. This mail say Sawayama machine. I realized I didn't ping. 1 second. Oops. Okay, cool. They even got the BBS running, so you can dial in and download more of these retro games. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to that term. Anyway, the story of how all the stuff. Um, 1 second, is it? Let's see if it glitches again. Anyway, the story of all this stuff is also a story about people, so I wrote a few notes about how I came across these things and whatever else came to mind as I was getting it ready. You might find it interesting, you might not. It's there either way. Have fun. Okay. Let's start with solitaire, everyone's favorite. Nice. There's a. Oh, 1 second. The music's a little loud. Okay, cool. There's one content creator I watch who I doesn't hear often, but this last year for 2022, one of his most played games was just solitaire, and then he rated a game highly, a different game than this, because it had solitaire and other knick-knack games in it, which is funny. Can I just double click and will it know? It won't. Okay. So we're just gonna play this. Oh, cool. Hey, Raster Man, we're playing solitaire. Windows 98. Windows 98 was my first OS, although I didn't use it that much. What's more valuable, getting this king or this king? Let's get this king, because if we get a 9 from here... Oh, we're doing 3, okay. Okay. If we get a 9 here, then we can get this 8, get the jack off, and then... jack off in a different connotation. Okay. Let's do this. I'm not the smartest player for 3. I know I should go through the whole deck first before I do this. I don't know. It unlocks games as you play them, so we'll see. Now I just need the 10 of hearts down there. That's diamonds. We complement this. Cool. Yeah, this is I never got into Minesweeper. I was younger. To be honest, it like didn't seem fun to count, which is weird because I loved counting as a kid. Um, I had this thing when I was 4 where, like, oh man, as a 4-year-old, which to be fair, as a 4-year-old, it's impressive. Um, but you know, the simple math of, hey, if you know your year and if you had a birthday yet, you know the age, or vice versa. I'll do that, and uh, no, I actually got tipped a few times for doing that as a 4-year-old, like a toonie here and there, which is really funny. That's how I made my first dollar. That's actually probably how I made my first dollar. That was because that wasn't from a family member who gave me money for that. That was just some person at like a restaurant. I don't have any 2s, or else I could start using this. Maybe let's go. That's a 2. Oh, we'll get the 2 next hand then, because of me taking. Actually, no, the ace is already gone. Okay, we'll see what gets dealt next hand. I have a favorable board, so I'm not worrying too much about positioning. Yeah, this is. One second, let me deglitch my webcam. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, hope you've been doing good. I have spent the weekend just vegging for the most part. Like actually, that's a complete lie. This is probably the most active weekend I had in a while. This is my default to say. This weekend I went ahead and so like Saturday morning I was gonna do. Wait, there's no reshuffle? Oh. Ew. I should have read the rules before I did this. Uh-oh. I think I can recover. This can store a single. So if I did this, I can take this out and such. Okay. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna put this here. And put. I want to get this off here. I'm gonna put this on here so I can just get this. There we go. Okay. Get the 2. Okay. Don't doubt me. We have something going here. Okay, now to get the 2 I need to get this. So we have to do that. I don't know why that didn't automatically go. Yeah, so I was going to go and do cardio. Last couple weeks it's been canceled, and turns out it's still canceled. I just didn't get info, and the reason was the instructor is injured indefinitely, which sucks for them. Otherwise, oh, actually, if I get this out, let's just get this out real quick. There we go. I might actually want to save this 7. Okay, let's do that. 5, 10, 5, and then the 2's here. Okay, I need 3 more. So 5, 10. Go here. 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're golden. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. So I went back. I did a bit of a walk. Went back to my place, and then there's skating under a highway. So I went and did that for a couple, like an hour or two. Took some breaks, got some hot chocolate in between, and Sayama computers weren't too common in the West. The people who got them were fanatically devoted. They were a little pricier, but they were classier too. Classy in the way computers today just aren't. You tell the designers really consider the whole experience. There's some elegant computers today. I don't agree with that statement. You ever seen those yoga laptops? Those are dope. Yeah, you're into computers for a while before I got it, but I was really hooked by this little machine. In fact, I loved it so much I applied for a job at the company as a regional sales rep. I was as surprised as anyone when I got it, which weirdly in the 80s, that was a common path of moving up in a tech company, is becoming a sales rep first. Oh. Thanks, Raster Man. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, let's connect to BBS and get some games. Oh, we don't get like. There we go. The nice sounds. Look at these advanced graphics. Okay. I started the BBS thinking no one would really use it, so imagine my surprise when the first user dialed in, then the next, and the next. Yeah. I like to think it. Okay, so the person that gave free downloads, shareware, but it was of you know stuff that shouldn't have been shareware. Uh, and yeah, that's Kansas City location. This is I mean, I guess yeah. There was still shareware in the early 1990s. Like if you get the Apogee Commander King and Doom, Doom was like the last big shareware success story. Okay, let's go down the list. One of the games to figure out what the map looks like by filling in the squares according to the numbers on the top and side, while making sure you follow the rules. Okay, that's two. I also next to the skating rink there was a a basketball stand that had a like it's just like a KFC event or something. It was strange. There's a KFC like branding and some like booth there with that had KFC logos and stuff. And then I went up and asked if I could I could buy any. Turns out it's all for a private party. But they did give me some free macaroni salad, so I had that after. And then I chilled for a bit, did some work for a mentorship program, basically starting through mentees, grouping them while listening to Kip's Sona stream, where they spent 40 minutes naming their character and decide with the name Dick Kickham. So, good job. And then I went to an opera, and it was the best opera I've ever seen. Like, oh my, I need to remember the name of the opera. Let me remember because this is the third opera I've seen at the from the Canadian Opera Company in Toronto. Uh, it was okay, Salome, and oh, okay, saved. I reached my download quota. Oh no. I should have been more cognizant beforehand. I'll continue this tour in a second. First I wanna figure out the rule. Oh, it's okay. I wonder if it's peak frost where it has to be consecutive or if it can just be whatever. Um, okay, it can't be consecutive because there's 0 here. So we're gonna start with some guesstimation. We'll start with the easy ones. That one is obviously that. Um, what's the next high? 7. Yeah, it literally can't be consecutive because of this. So it's like, okay, this is 6, choose 5 here. This is 8, choose 7. I don't think I'll have any. I think I just have to start and then correct. Let's do this to start. And we'll do. And we can just correct after. It's fine. Although I wonder if they all have to have like a path to the treasure chest or something. Didn't specifically. It says I have to. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Treasure rooms are always 3 by 3. Single entrance and a single chest. Every monster is in a dead end. Every dead end contains a monster. All shapes connect to a single contiguous shape. Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty simple. So this has to be 3 by 3 with one opening. So the opening is going to be here. So let's go ahead and actually... where do I want to close this off? This has to be in a dead end. Okay. Maybe the opening is up here. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good puzzle game. The guy who made it was in Finland. It spread from a friend to a friend, like a Tetris or whatever. No one knew how to contact him, but we all would have liked to send him some money. But how? Eventually, I was able to contact by going through a connection at the Sayama Nordic office. Such a small world back then. Well, that's cute. Okay, we'll play a little more. Yeah, Salome is the story of uh, a princess in the time of Jesus that essentially is trying to hit on John the Baptist. John doesn't want her, so she dances for her dad and orders him to get the head of him, and then after reveling in it, he kills her. And the way it's done is some of my problems with other plays in the past is I saw the magic flute and that was fine. Like the comedy was good. The characters were like fine. Wasn't anything super noteworthy about them. let's do that. And the music was good enough, but I didn't think the plot itself was super interesting. Just that like the humor was good. And then the Flying Dutchman, the plot wasn't good. There was no humor, and the music was just fine. So that was a wash. And this one had the good plot, good music, good writing, like very funny. I was laughing so much, and it was in a way where it was like it wasn't pitched as humor, like punchline joke. It was how absurd every character was, and like when she first sees John, she's like, "Oh, I love your body so much," and he's like, "Oh, I don't, child of Babylon, be gone. You were full of sin." And then she's like, "Well, I didn't like your body, but your head, I love your head." And then after, "Well, I never liked your head, but your lips, your sweet lips." And just like so, that's the energy of the whole entire show, and it works pretty well. Dude, there are some kiki stuff. There's a whole thing where like a 3 minute dance where they put like a cover up and use shadows to make it intriguing, but the point is she's dancing naked or at least erotically in front of her dad. And then once she finally gets ahead of John, she's reveling in it and like, "Oh, do like look in my eye." Like first she's like, "Why aren't you looking at my eyes?" to like a dead head, and then goes in and says sweet talk and like makes out with with his head. There's also a lot of good background imagery. Like there's a point earlier that it was, oh, John says what, because he's doing prophet stuff, says soon there will be the red moon and the stars will be covered and disaster will happen. And in the end, when the dad is the daughter, all of those things, like the moon was red. Well, I guess he probably said blood or something. He intentionally covered up the like windows and curtains and stuff. So there's like fun that, and plus it has a Christian background, which I'm kind of, I'm not exposed to Christianity a lot anymore now that I'm like not in school. So like every once in a while, just having like the little like, oh, I understood that reference. Like there's a part where there's five guys just debating over like Jewish doctors debating over or I guess not doctors, scholars, debating over what the prophet means, if the prophet should be here, blah blah blah, and they all have like 5 different opinions. And I'm just like, this is my type of religion right here. Indecisive as heck. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Can't do that, but this can't be a dead end. So, okay, at the very least, I have this here. I don't know if this has to be a dead end here. Like, if this is allowed. Come on. No? How do I do this nicely? Kind of used up all my bricks here. Guess that. And this is the 3x3 with one entrance. Let's, how do I restart? Oh, it resumes. Okay. I'm. Let's start using right click. That's a good idea. I'm gonna start using right click to know where it can't be. Like this. Okay, so first off, this and this have to be it. I don't see a way that it can't be that. So these have to be walls. Yeah, Sunday was chilling for a bit. What did I do on Sunday? I know I ended it. I started something until like noon. And then after that, I played a couple hours of Death Stranding, played Halo Infinite with friends, and then wrapped it up by binging a series about China, and called China Actually. It's on Nebula. That was my weekend. Yeah. Actually, no, I would have done. Oh, I probably would have done China in the morning, and then at night maybe I finished it at night. What else can I do here? I can. This is just so limiting. Has to be in a dead end. Has to be in a dead end. This definitely has to be it. Like this has to be the throne room, the chest room. Oh, these have to be dead ends. Well, how was your weekend, Master Man? Is this a dead end enough? I guess it's not. I can afford one here. Let me go back here. Every monster, every dead end contains a monster. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You watched. Oh yeah, you got the women's and the chlorine issue. Oh, cool. And watched 3 movies. Any of them good? Oh, hopefully at least one of them was good. Gosh, I feel like this is. Let's just make this not a dead end. How about that? There we go. We're gonna just have squares and paths. You watched? Oh, that's the movie. My team get robbed. Like, oh no, what happened to your team? Okay, we can call back in a second. Let's try one more real quick and then call back. dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. That's not a dead end anymore. Nope. Okay, I'm close here. And you get one in here. And you make this a dead end. That's the most important part. The team I'm a fan of. Oh! Oh, okay. Which, like, oh, are you talking American football? Or are you talking something else? And you watched Dirty Pair, The Summit, and Gods and Reservoir Dogs. Okay. Then which team? I guess I don't really know leagues in South America. How do I corner this person off? It can't be here. I think first off, let me remind myself. It has to be. That can't be it. Well, that can be it. Okay. That is a path. And okay, what am I missing here? So every oh shoot. How do I Racing club? Okay, yeah. Sorry. I assume they're like a top division club? Okay. There we go. Okay, let's play a different one. That was cool though. We could call the other things and see what's up. They're notorious for screwing up. That's 20 to 30% of all sports teams. Oh gosh. This is a world clock. Okay. Yeah, oh man, it might not seem that impressive today, but you have to remember this was before everything was networked together. Dialing into the world time server the first time I realized, hey, I am connected. 1 second. Let's okay, one more time glitching, and if not, I'm going to the mini webcam. That works better. It's just sometimes unbelievable how they manage to do it. Okay, give me the recap. How did they? Okay, we're going to mini today. This is mini. It's the same thing except it's wide out and it's a smaller resolution. And this has been uh, works better, but I don't like the POV as much. I like it zoomed in more. It's hard to describe what the feeling was like, but I suppose that's why you're to these old machines in the first place, isn't that right? You're looking for the same rush of excitement I felt when I realized computers would change the world. I don't know. It's like I got spoiled as a kid, having access to people from all over. The player on the team that is there because the coach is trying to recover. There's a player on that team that it's there because the coach is trying to recover his. He used to play all right. So far, he's done a bad. Oh, so there's a. No, it's okay. So the player that like the coach is trying to make this player good again, and it's not working. Essentially, he skips. Oh, he's that type of player. Ah, that sucks. Okay. See if you can make food for people in this weird factory game. Sure. Oh, damn. Okay, one more Dungeons and Diagrams. Actually, fat for a pro player. Is it ulcers or is it just fat? Oh my goodness. Entered for 10 minutes and fell over 9 times. That's unfortunate to have someone like that on your team. Okay, well, this one starts pretty easy, which is good. Wait, there's no chest. Okay, so I just have to make this like a pathway. Does stuff. Um. How do I do this? No. No, I want this here. There we go. Uh, somehow he has to play by contract. And oh, that's cost you 2 tournaments. Um, trying to think of an equivalent player in hockey. I know that some coaches will play the old person who definitely like can't make it anymore and are stubborn about that. But that's not like a hey, he's just not trying. It's just he literally has no gas left. I don't know why you're here playing him. Um, terms of not practicing and fat. I guess the only one I could think of that has both the fat and the not practicing was that ulcer when I mentioned. There's a goalie. Although he was a good goalie, though that's the thing. He was fat. He didn't practice. It was in the 1940s, but he won a few championships. Though he did have to get forced to get underweight multiple times for training camp. Think of the worst incorporation your team has had in the last 30 years. That's him. Yeah, that sounds miserable. As a fan. So, I guess how long is this contract left for? Okay, let's play this. Damn, here we go again. Shoutouts to all the true hackers, especially Newspeed, Zeta Block. Hope you got that disk drive fixed. Thanks Division, Selenium Wolf, Deadlock, you still owe me those tapes. French Syndicate, and Hydrophonics. When you can't communicate with someone, so you put your IOUs in the freaking game. There's also 2 lines in there that we might dial to after. 1.5 years. Okay. Historians agree that eating was of prime importance to people of the 20th century, and to any century. And that's why the 20th century experience takes special care to present authentic recreations. Let's see if these are authentic. Many diners tell us that they can tell the difference between mass-produced molecular synthesized food of other historical recreations and ours, which is lovingly handmade with humble factory robotics. Trust you will be able to get up to speed using this equipment to manufacture these authentic ancient foods quickly. How far in the future are we? Oh, this is like a puzzle? Unsolved. Oh gosh. Instructions, please. Okay, I can create wires between parts. Oh, so this is just getting... This is just an analog control system, essentially. Oh god. This isn't about, oh, the resources. This is just about getting the right output by putting a bunch of modules and putting wires together. This is where my university education comes into play. Okay, what do we want? We want one nacho. Wait a minute. What do we want? This one, nachos, we want nachos. Okay, that's fair. How does this relate to what's on there? Spray, nacho, pretzels. Okay, there's preparation matches for the tournament. Okay, how do I get a plate? Scanner, stacker. Yeah, that's fine. In these, he's played mostly to start to keep up with the rest. That's what he should have been doing. In reality, one of the line judges was a woman that you see. Oh. Okay, so just took the time to hit on her. Great. There's a surprising amount of sumo wrestlers who are suspended for going into, like, basically porn bars for women. I don't know how. Okay, let's just. What happens if I press play? Oh, it outputs! It outputs the thing. Okay. So. How do I make conveyor? I can't make conveyor belts. Oh, okay, I can. Cool. Play? No. Yes, I want them to. Let's get rid of this wire. Let's start. Why don't I want them to collide? The stack on tray, that goes on the left, that goes on the right. Okay. So let's do this. Wait a minute. How do I... Okay, if we do... No, well, okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, what if we do this? Why did they stop? Why did you pause? Why were you a polite thing? No, it does not. Here, how about we do this? Okay, it doesn't pause there. What if we do 2 and 1? Okay, the only reason you paused is because you waited your turn. So I have to make it eject after stacking. So I need scanners. I need that. Okay, I need this in order to stack. Nope. Please give that back. Thank you. Okay. If we do this, it will grab the first object. Is that correct? I need some sort of trigger to make this. No, Control C. Thank you. So start. I can't have them stack. I want. Oh, that's okay. So when something stacks, I can do something. Let's do this. Let's only have it output a nacho. What happens if, okay, we get it to stack, and then outputs a nacho. So this. This will stop. There we go. Okay, so when it stacks, I can eject it. That's what that meant. Okay. Slowly learning. Oh, I need cheese at some point. Okay, so once it ejects, can I hook this up again to cheese? If I do this, then it'll never... Maybe I cheese when it's still on the conveyor belt. That... We could always do that. I just wish I got two... No. Damn, I can't cheese it like that. Okay. Ooh. If I had multiple wires coming from here, then I could just solve this by doing this, but we don't have an in or end out for this, we just have an in. Okay, here's what we do. So start. These are simultaneous, so this will, yeah, this will still fail the exact same way. This is the proper way to do this. Okay, what other machines can we do? Gains, barcodes on passing tray. I guess this will have an... So on scan, put cheese. That's what we're gonna have to do. So okay, the scanner on passing trays, okay. So on nacho, cheese. Ooh, okay. Can I... Okay, perfect. Okay. We did it. It only cost us $75,000. Ooh, nope. Okay. On pretzel, do pretzel. Okay, this is simple. Yeah, now we're doing automation, baby. I need to... let's put this here. Okay. Good. Okay, people did it in 60K. With less steps, that's fair. But I'm curious how you do that in... They stop free slushy day. Oh no. How you do that in less than this price? Because I need the scanner to know if I put on the nacho cheese. Because it won't let me put on nacho cheese instantly. And I don't have any sort of like delay mechanism. I need this grabber to put this on. We'll just do this. And we'll speed up this by one. Oh, the amount of thing. Okay. So, if we want to be even farther then, one more optimization is this. Okay, so the amount of conveyor you have actually matters. Okay, we're in the median now. Okay. It included a game by Zach Maddox in this collection. Oh yes, of course. You're just referring to yourself like this now? Because this last call BBS is made by Zachtronics, and it's like, oh, I have to include. I assume this is a game made by them previously. They were an odd duck in a whole lake full of odd ducks. In those early days, there wasn't much common wisdom about what computer games should be, so you had all kinds of approaches that would seem bizarre today. Imagine a whole studio dedicated to making games where you basically had to do computer programming to beat them. Roll credits. Yeah, that's their whole thing with other games they have. A lot of them are like, which I kind of liked some of those games when I was younger. They were based in Harrogate in the UK, and I met the founder Zachary McGann once at a Sawayama event. I still like them here and there. It has been 15 minutes, so I'm gonna start downloading the other game, and then go back and do one more round of food. Why? Oh, I didn't call. Okay. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Then you have to leave. Yeah. Have a good week, and hope it's not as hot this week for you. I'm going to, from 0 to 5 degrees Celsius to 20 to 25 degrees Celsius this week. So I'm looking forward to the heat. It's gonna be nice down south. Okay. Oh, this is just a snap pieces together. Gotta complain about that guy. Okay, back to food. Actually, real quick, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screenshot the IPs that are in here and dial them real quick. Okay. Oh, oh. Thank you. Let's just report then if it's being. Whoop. Whoop. Fuck. One more try. Okay. Third time's the charm. Yeah. Okay, let's type in those IP address real quick. So I screenshotted them. I can just put it on the side here and dial in. Yeah, okay. Intro. Not Electronics Connect. Oh, I still have this downloading. Okay, once this is done downloading, then I do that. One second. I'm against my better judgment. I'm my phone. Okay, cool. Yeah, now we connect to a new server. Oh. This is an actual. You want an actual thing. Oh. Okay, that's an actual API document. At least indistinguishable from one. That's not what I wanted to. Oh, I can make custom servers if I want. I just wanted the two call lines. Thought it was like secret servers, but no, it's not. Okay, back to we're gonna do one more food court, and then we'll do the next one. Yeah, in terms of programming games, I'd say the one I played the most when I was younger was Mario Weird DIY, because you got the whole experience of making your own thing. Never was like a contraption maker person, but I've definitely, like what Baba's used, for example. There are games that do. Let's see. There are games that do fun programming stuff. Okay, so this just is only Hot Pocket. I'm gonna assume the pocket is hot. So what happens if we put a hot pocket in here? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's simple enough. Fire one input to start, and the other one went down. Oh, so we needed to. It has to be in there for 4 exactly. Okay, that makes sense. Machines. Okay. Yeah, this is literally, if you've ever seen analog control systems, that you got, oh man, I also had analog simulation, like, because I did one of the courses in person, analog control systems, and then there's digital analog communications, which I did online, and we had this simulation software that, well, I mean, you can make different waves, you could amplify stuff, you could do multi-amp operations, you got everything you needed there. It wasn't that fun because you had to, you set up a machine and then you have to answer questions, root causing everything in it, like diagnosing it all. So, That was less, oven. We can just cheat and... Okay. Okay, will us connect multiple to the same thing? No, it won't. Okay. How do we... Like, let's see what happens here. Nope. So it put it to 4. I want to eject only when it's 0. Okay, how do I... Oh! Easy. The grabber did not grab. There we go. Okay. Ooh! There are people who deep fry the fuck out of this. Okay, now I'm wondering the time thing. Let's continue editing. Hey, these are from 700 years ago, but I don't believe it. Oh, that's how. Okay, that's simple enough. This has to be at the top, but this doesn't. So we just, Cool. Easy money. Just gonna play more Hot Pocket. Fuck it. Actually, before I go... Actually, one second. Let's... There's an option to see the thing. So I'm gonna show the 10th percentile. I'm showing the top percentile. Screw it. Yeah. I definitely haven't... I still do some programming on my own, but it's really ad hoc. Like, the last big thing was the VTuber. Yeah, my VTuber is below my webcam, so let's do this. Bring this up. You have the wow. Oh, is it frozen? Test. Oh no. It's why are you frozen? Did I not sync this? 1 second. Testing. Oh, is my default mic not NVIDIA Broadcast? That's probably why. Okay, let me set my system sounds. Default device. Did OBS 29 break this? Oh no. I think I might have. Oh, no. You know what happened? So I have a command that passes through audio, so I don't have to make a Firefox source. I can just do it myself. but I restarted OBS without that command. So, yeah. The more you know. You can't do that command on Streamlabs. That's why I have to do Firefox with green screen instead of that transparent solution. It's not showing the top percentage. I just have to assume the graph is accurate. Okay, now we have wine. Multi-mixer. Oh yes, finally we're getting the ors and ands. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. This is good. Instructions. Get the glass in here. On the tray. And then whichever one. You have to dispense it twice. First, let's get stacker. Okay, I also want to get that sorter so we can have a pause for a second on here. We only have one wine machine. Starts. Do this. Stack eject, because we can't put this on the same thing, so it's always gonna have to be this. I don't see a scenario where it's not that, unless we have to stack multiple things on the tray. That's the only thing. Okay, so how does a sensor work? For sorter, holds each product until input is activated and dispatched. Okay. I think that's the minimum amount of time we can wait. Machines. And we can probably use a multi-mixer for this. Okay, I just want to see what happens if I do this. The sense, let's just have it, if it senses something, put it red wine. Put that. I put too much. Oh no. Okay, so maybe sorter can be there. I'm wondering if I want to do some sort of Boolean logic to keep it in place for two things or to have it sort. So this is an and. Also, what happens if we just put this? If it tries to... So why can't I just put white on there when it's... Okay, you know what? Let's screw optimizing. Let's just get a basic solution. Okay. This is the or, and this is the and. Let's just do this. So is this gonna loop it back to the left? Oh, but red is active. Wait, do I have to and all three signals? Okay, what is left? Is this... No. Okay, we'll just put the through now. Okay, so I need at least one other signal. We'll worry about the filling up later. For now, let's... By sense. Okay. So what I can do is, first off, these are only 1,000. So this can be a delay. One, two, oh no, there's no delay there. Shoot. How about if I make this an enable? Okay, let's see if there's a delay here. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can delay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Okay. So no, I'm gonna have to use the counter. There's no cheap way of doing 2 propagations. I have to use a counter. There's no way to store a variable. There's none of that jazz. What I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna have to make 2 AND gates. And an OR gate, unfortunately. Because I can't just put this on here, or else it's gonna spark water anyway, any place. So here. This will get one in here. Does it really have to be all three? It actually has to be all three. Why? Okay, fine. Let's do this. Oh, it only... Okay, new idea. When it triggers, start counting down the thing till it outputs. And we'll have to make a... Okay, this is... Yeah. So at the start... Yeah, this is gonna cost a lot. Well, it's only 1,000 for each multi-mixer. I'm gonna have to have it loop on itself. Wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't loop on itself. Shucks. How do I get it to remember that I want red and not white? Does enable only have to be once? Let's see. No, it must be active. Okay, we'll have a counter for each. Ah, damn. Okay. We need a counter for each wine. I wish we had like a if greater than or if less than, so you know it's super simple to store. Or like a not gate or anything like that. Any sort of not, any sort of... This would make this much easier. Okay, so first, we need the start signal to get ORed the frick out of. Nope, that's not what I want. So this will tell me if it's wider or... Okay, so it's red. And if it's red, then when this happens, I can... I'll just use this as the enable. Fence. Right. Basic class. Okay, cool. So what we can do is we can actually use this. Let's see if it spurts 1 or twice. Okay, spurts 1. That's gonna screw up the second water if I order if I reuse that. Okay, we're gonna have a third counter. And this is going to... At the start, here, and then after we get a sense. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to and this as well, or this. Or let's use the third stuff. Through. Okay. Finally, we can duplicate this. Be enabled for white. Let me put all the ones that correspond to the proper wine underneath. Here's a play-by-play. Get the wine on. The 0 is through. Counter. I have to okay, cool. Okay. So you can do that in 8. So how do we do that in 8? We're above the 10th percentile. Didn't know wine was alcoholic. What the fuck? Expensive taste, sour and gross. Old-time humans were weird. I'm wondering, does it let me... This is probably it. Let's see if we grab it with... Yes! We can do it in this order. They didn't save any... Wait a minute, I thought... Well, okay, it can save time here, for one. That's where it saves time. Cost? Maybe it's saved on the, counters or whatnot then. So where can I cut down on? Maybe these count. No, I need these counters to hold what's wine it is. So I know what wine to distribute. Wait a minute, if it's right there, then I don't need these two. Because I just go... Oh, right. Then we... Okay. Right, I also use that for glass. Shoot. Okay. So these two have to be, because okay, it saves 2,000. That's what this does, and this saves 2,000. So there must be some way to wire this where it doesn't. But the issue is the glass. Okay. Here's a ludicrous idea. Okay, maybe we wait a little. No, they cannot be. But also, what is causing? Okay, I'm gonna spend like 5 more minutes on this, and then I'm gonna move on to a different level or game. This has been just me thinking and not talking much. Okay, the thing is, the counters technically you can get away with. Ooh, I could cheat. Let me just see how it goes now. I'm just trying to see if the counter resets. Yeah, it does reset. Okay. So yeah, how this works. Okay, we use these to detect if it's red or white, and this senses if it's red or white, and also if it's on the sorting tray. Poop this out. And this will tell it, hey, go to a different area. Which is strange that like it has to sense, so when it's not sensing, it's not pooping out. No, I need the counter because 61 is the minimum. So why are these 3,000 to 5,000? That added this. So yeah, it has to do with this enable. Somehow these counters can be used. And I thought, oh, I can use it by this, but then it makes another glass if I do that. That's the issue. Ooh, okay. Here's why. No. Three more minutes. There's no way to remove any more. Maybe there is. No, that would cost too much. If I want to, they have both the tray and the glass go on this slider, it wouldn't be worth it to save like this. I'd have to have 3 more logic instruments. The glass would collide with here if I did this, right? So I wouldn't get the time requirement. Oh, to be fair, we could be aiming the time requirement and the money requirement could be 2 separate, right? One solution gets the lowest money, one gets the lowest time, not both. Oh. Okay, so then to make up for that, I would have 3 extra logic units. Where, okay, once this is done traying, the sense is done traying, then it outputs the glass. And then it does that, which I could do. So that's the solution to get 61K, is have extra modules to say, okay, it goes through here first, and then once tray's done, sense, put tray down, output glass. Once glass is done, you can put like this here, put this here, and put this here. You can do that. I'm not doing that because I have 1 minute left before I said I would stop doing this puzzle. So this is my... I'm just going to optimize for one of them. Yeah, you can get 61K that way. Okay, That makes sense. I just had to remember that they're separate objectives. Let us download a new game. We might be... Yeah. Let's go download more solitaire. It's a unique solitaire. Cool. Okay, let's look at some of the other games on here. We have Steep, Haughty, Force. One of my cartoon coworkers used to enjoy this robot cartoon show called Steve Force. We first saw on TV growing up in Brazil. Okay, Gundam, blah blah blah. So he made a simulation Gundam. Yay. Oh gosh. Okay, first of all, how do we actually punch them out? Gosh. Okay, first of all, new tools. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this. Oh, that is so tedious. Holy frig. No, let's play solitaire. New rules: matching cards can be stacked and moved together. Unite 4 cards to collapse them into a lock stack. 4 matching cards. Locking a stack on the tableau will unlock a free cell if available. Free cells can store a single. All the cards into 10 lock stacks. Okay, it's like using like Hanafuda like cards and I match them together. And no cards, just that's how you do it. And both of these are equal here. I got one card locked up there, which is nifty. Where's the 4th? All the way down there. Okay. Do this. Oh. Oh, shucks. Okay. Um. Did not realize that's how that worked. Okay, this is doable still. Need to I need to access this. There's a fourth. Where's the fourth? Okay, down here. So just do this. Flap. Flap. Now we have open slots. And we have how do I unlock? I don't think I can unlock. Shoot. Okay, let's do this then. Well, that's dangerous. No, actually, that's doable. Do this. We put this here. There's no do. I should have unlocked that. I shouldn't have locked that. Put this here so I can get this. So I can make 4. Okay, let's put this down here. Figure out my next move. We're doing a new game. Yeah. Let's get an open slot first. What the heck? Sorry, I'm just okay. Sorry about that. Back to the riveting solitaire. So my strategy is going to be I want to get an open slot here. So let's see. Okay, I can put anything here. It's just when I lock it, I can't do anything. So I wanna get this like a couple spaces of wiggle room before I do anything. Where can I dig down the easiest? Probably here. I can literally do this. Easy. I don't want to lock anything right now on my goal. Ooh, all these are at the bottom, okay. So, plant. Yes, plant, that's very specific. This one here is kind of fucky because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do stuff with it. Put these two down here. I have this, but I can't do much with it. I need to find an opening of one or the other. That's my main goal. Okay, find an opening where I can put either the kings or this card on the map. Kings are all down there, which is unfortunate. I can't dig down here. So that leaves this, which is at the bottom. I don't have good options here. Where are these all? 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth is in here? Okay. This is it. Yeah. Like I'm gonna have to restart this. I don't have any sort of leeway here. You know, that's a. It's strange. So there's 10 matching. Wait a minute. There's 10 sets, but there's only 8 holes. Oh my goodness, I can use the free cells for a stack. Oh. Okay, let's do that then. Never mind, I'm saved. Oh, what do I want to... I have another stack. Okay, this is what we do. This is the strategy. Oh fuck. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. We're fine. We're in the home stretch now. Okay. Cool. Okay, the best part of working for Sawayama was going to Japan. I always wanted to go. I could read some books and so on. I couldn't afford the plane ticket on my own, so I was very happy I got to go there several times, even though it was for business. Might sound a little trite to say, I really loved everything about Japan, the food, the subways, the neon signs at night, the racism, the temples in the morning. It's the truth, and it's delightful every time. And it was on one of these trips I met an amazing lady named Meredith, who at the time was working in the Tokyo office as a translator. Okay. Let me go back on the network while this is happening. Oh, okay. 1 minute. Let's do medium. Expert, I don't even know how you do, because you don't even have 10 slots. Oh, because you open a slot up once you do this. Okay. Simple enough. Got a lot here early. Let's just do an early kill. Oh, that's a different. Where's the fourth one? The fourth one is all the way down there. Okay, back to listing. 5. The Forbidden Path. Exploit this. Where does this go? Nowhere for now. We don't have a stack of these symbols up yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there anything else I need to do with that space before? It doesn't look like it, no. One, two, three, 4. Now this space opens up. No, it doesn't. Oh, shoot, okay. It only opens up at the very end, I guess. What were the rules? Well, then view rules. Locking stack will unlock a free cell of it. Oh, on the tableau. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh shoot, I should have done that then. We don't have too many options, if any, right now. Aw. If only I could undo, that would have been... Yeah, okay. Note to self, lock one on the tableau. On the board. Quickest way to dig down to the board? Yay. I'm gonna go for like 30 more minutes and then I'm gonna end it off. This is the fastest way to get one on. Nope, that's the wrong symbol. Oops. Okay, so once I do that, is there going to be a tree open? Because if I do this, I get an open tree. If I do these two, I'm just screwing myself at that point. There we go. Okay, well, let's just use that slot when we're ready. One, two, three, four. These are down here. Where can I stack this? I can stack this on here. Once I get the fourth, which is down here, I'm gonna have to 1, 2, 4. Oh, I made that move now. Which way do I want to do this? Okay, cool. So this gives me opens up another slot for me. I'll log that in. And then let's put these two down here for now. Let me open up the tree here. Do this. Cut here. It's risky, but this makes sense. And that should be a wrap. Yay! Did it. Oh, every time you do a thing, there's a new thing. So, before the first time I set foot in Tokyo, the farthest I'd been from home was Chicago. You can imagine how out of my depth I felt when I got there. No amount of reading about a place is going to stand in for actually being in it. So much I didn't know, and that's exactly why Meredith was so amazing. Not only did she help me to be a little less of a fool in front of everyone, but she also took the time to explain why things were that way, and she was never patronizing about it either. Suffice to say, I learned a lot from her. Okay. Cute. Is this? The forbidden path. There's an eggshell player called Let me get his name real quick. Oh, Arbor, and then it's XHEKHJ. People just nickname him Wi-Fi because they don't want to learn his name, which it's, I don't know. It's not a common name. I'll learn it in the next year or two if he's still in the league. Oh, 1992. You can just throw copyright symbols around. Okay. What is this? Covering up our face like it's near? Or we're having diamonds like it's Hyperlife Light Drifter? We're having I don't know, text facing like it's Shin Megami Tensei 1. That last one's not it's great of a comparison. Just this seemed like that's the only thing that seemed it's from an actual game. In terms of the pixel style, fidelity. Throw the seed into this. What? Let me go to controls. No. Okay, this is one of the ones that won't tell me what the heck it means. Okay, so let's get the seed. And then this becomes this. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. And now skin. Do I have to do skin the whole way? I thought I got skin to work for a little bit. How does skin work? It was actually doing skin before. Okay, so if I do this, one. Yay. I got skin to work before. It was showing skin. Okay, fine, let's... Okay, I'm looking at my VOD to see how I freaking got skin. Okay. Let's look at this. Boop, boop, recent broadcast. And my... Why didn't it save? I just realized I've been using the wrong Steam stream info the whole time. Or have I? Oh well. Okay, anyways. We got... Skin. Okay, so what did I do to get skin? So I did... Had nothing on the board. Clicked the first one. And I... Oh. That's what I did. Okay. There we go. All I needed. Okay, so I got this. It's here. Now what do I do? This is the pattern they wanted, and this is the pattern I got. Okay, I just click on it. Okay, this is a weird one. By a strange set of circumstances, I met this guy named Tanner, who had been a movie producer in Hollywood. Even though he's pretty high up in the film world, he was completely convinced that interactive media was the future, so he wanted to get into computer games. He'd call me wanting to know what the new Say Yamlets could do on a technical level. And I think he appreciated the way I explained it, or at least tried to explain, but even when he asked about virtual reality or ray tracing or whatever other sci-fi buzzwords he heard. Okay. This seems like John Romero type game. It's just like, okay, we're gonna, die katana. Demons and gore and mystery. Okay, let's call in again. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay. Can I have multiple tabs open at the same time? I cannot. Hack match. Block lasting game. Arcade game? Okay. In the meantime, let's do another Dungeons and Diagrams. We can knock one out in 2 minutes. This has to be dead end. Shoot. Okay, let's do this. Um. No, it has to be one. Okay, let's think. So it has to appear somewhere. We can't have it here. Can't have it here. We have to have this at the minimum. Maybe this can be changed. We can't have multiple things here, so if this is changed, no, okay. Okay, and we can only have two here, so we literally can't have a thing here. Hmm. You know the worst? Actually, no, it's not going to be symmetrical. This can only have one entrance. I could do something like this if I really wanted. I really wanted to. I can't. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, we're making it work. Oh, we're not making that work. So close yet so far. Hope I have to. Hmm. We have to have this here. Okay, so we have to have one of these three be at the entrance. And the vote here is this. Like, we need this here. We need these two, absolutely need these two here. Because we can't... I have to have these two here, so... Sorry, but... This is a must. And this is basically a must. I can't have a dead end here, and I can't put anything else. So this is basically a must. No, this has to be a dead end, so here. The opening for this can be wherever the heck it wants. Doesn't have to be one particular place. It can be one of these three. This is the minimum sum. This is the minimum product. From here, whatever happens here, only apply for one side. So if we do this, for example. Right, okay, let's focus on this first. Focus on, we literally can't have anything here, so this has to be a path. This is a path. This means this has to be filled in. This can be something like this. I don't know if it matters either way. Man. There we go. Just had to think around with this part. Okay, let's boot up the Juice Box Arcade. I guess that's the one we got. And then we'll do a little bit of this. This one took me a while. It's to be used in Japan only. That's why it's written in pure English. You can import the home console version of Hack Match by wanting a full arcade experience, like you'd see in a Japanese center. Wow. Not gonna lie, pretty blown away to find out you could emulate in your main the full arcade machine on this Sawayama Powerlands. I'd have loved to have mentioned it in my sales pitch if I could, but of course it wasn't exactly 100% legal, and most people in the US hadn't heard of Juice or its games before either. This is a cool thing I kept to myself and my BBS friends. Okay. View controls, WS AD, JK. Oh, is this? Ew. Okay, I'm just gonna use the red. One second. Function. Where's function? So function 1. Okay. Oh. You can do any shape. What? I thought this was purple. And then the purple would... Oh, I can swap as well. I don't entirely care about the premise here. Oh no, we're about to have a charge. Yeah, I don't really care about this game, to be honest. Let's connect to the last server we haven't looked at, FD first. Division of equity first. Okay. The stock prices. Showing up at the minute stock quotes was always a surefire demo, and it sold quite a few systems. Some guys' eyes would just light up. It was a big deal at the time because otherwise you looked up stock prices in the newspaper once or twice a day, called your broker to ask him what was happening. Yeah, you have people in the 90s literally running on the floor. This was a huge advantage. That is, if you were the kind of guy who cared about stocks. I wasn't. Now, every so often I think about how cheap Axiom was back then and wondered what my life would be like if I bought some now. Haha. uh, yeah, there's like software like this in the 90s where it was, $10 to connect per day for this, for like up-to-date news and whatnot. It might have been $10 per month. But, I appreciate the cat is here. CAD. Uh, yeah, that's better than I think it actually is. Let me check. 1 CAD to USD. Yeah, right now it's at a healthy 0.75. For every Canadian dollar, you get 3 US quarters. Yeah. Which, to be fair, is like close enough to the historical average. Right? If you look at the 80s, it's just in and around there. It goes up, down, up. I just grew up during the time where it was almost equal. I really got spoiled by that. My whole perception of how much our dollar was worth. And like if we look at 1 CAD to Australia dollar, if I also got spoiled with how that our currency was actually no, never mind. 1 CAD has always been around 1 Australian dollar, even when we were strong against the US dollar. Yeah. Oh, well. We'll connect to this and do one food court, and then download the last game. Yeah, but this has been some mini games fun, some less fun, but all cool. Okay. So we are making. Oh gosh, there's a lot here. A puri or a patty? Okay. Now I realize I think I'm a little too tired to think for this game now. We're gonna end it off with a little solitaire. Thank you for connecting. It can't do anything once you're doing something. Let's see if we can get a heart in here. We're gonna dig deep first. 7, Chip Wizard Professional. I think this isn't a game, this is actual software. Where's the fourth one of this? Right here. This just opens up a slot. Nice. Yeah, if I do this, then I can put these here. I can put this on. Do this. Wait, do I want to do it? Let's go down one of these two stacks first. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of these two pretty quick afterward. So we do this here. Yeah, I downloaded everything. Ooh. Okay. This up here. Here. Goes here. Goes. I'm gonna go here, so this frees up this slot. Yeah. I should be good from here. Okay. Wait. Meredith left Sawayama after a while moved to Kyoto. She didn't say why, but hardly be the first to notice that being a foreign lady in a Japanese company in the 90s might not be exactly frustration free. We kept in touch every so often, and she'd tell me about new things she discovered, like these Kapafuda cards you're playing with right now. So yeah, Hanafuda, which were inspired by Western decks brought to Japan by the Portuguese in the 16th century. Decided she just designed a solitaire game out of them, just out of the blue like that, and as you can see, she did. Okay, cool. Okay, last one. Wizard, this is just a, okay, this is a, not multimeter, not pentometer, no, what's, micrometer, no. Uh, oh gosh, this is just Fallout, VLSI, um, Verilog, like, the software made by, like, Xilinx, or, because Xilinx, Intel bought, and then AMD bought, what was the one AMD bought? One second. Xilinx, Intel, Xilinx, Xilinx, competitor, Altera. You'd get softwares like, oh gosh, just trying to remember all the softwares I would use for this shit. Okay, I know where to find one. One second. Barca. Instead of actually searching two things, I'm looking at my old stuff real quick. I'm going to see. Oh shoot, I didn't. They're not linked. Okay, good. I linked one. Oh, I didn't save my thing. Okay. Okay, let's just look up what the software was. Terra, PGA, software, and I'll look up Xilinx. Because there's like the fancy stuff. Oh, Quartus. Oh man, this is software we had to use back when. And to be fair, Quartus. I think Quartus you're able to control. Like here, you're able to control per signal. Because what you want to do is you want to test a bunch of different outputs, and cycle through. Because you had to design essentially mutts. Not mutts. What's a multi? Okay, I'm doing amps multi electronic design The well, there's multi amps, but there's also, oh gosh, how do I search for whatever? You had multi stage things, but it wasn't. You didn't have any digital variables. You'd have all analog. Like there's no state saving. Um, initially, like there's a term for it where um it's just a logic circuit, but there's a fancier term for it, for when you don't have any, because you can set practice initialization values, but you'd want to reset the board and do something with it, whether like you're pushing a button and that's what you do, um, or you design a part that could be used with and chained together. I don't know. I forget all of this terminology, but this is just yeah. We haven't actually done any revisions here. Um, connect and oh, how do I? One second. Let's quit this. Go back in. Open manual. Design elements. Because once you get this done, and you can, I mean, you do it via either Verilog. Sometimes you'd use C or assembly even, depending on the course, but you can compile it for an FPGA. A bunch of different boards that we used for different purposes. Gosh. Oh, they have the different types of transistors. Let's do our MOSFETs and our VLJs. Uh, I mean, these ones aren't that like that's abstracted in this scenario. I use positive, and negative, negative. Oh my goodness, getting hyped over stuff that is like. There was a point in time where I wasn't sure whether or not I'm doing software, hardware, whatever, low level, high level, whatever. And in high school, it's just I didn't have exposure to that type of stuff, even simple things as robotics. So I want to see, it looked interesting. And in a toying level, it definitely is still interesting. But I have to work on a system because all the jobs for this, we're at the point in the industry where low level stuff, maybe you'll get some like embedded systems of things, like, right, if you're designing firmware for a fridge, you might still be using um, very low level stuff just so you can save a little bit of power because, hey, that's going to be used for a bunch of things, and every little bit counts. Or you might be one of like the select few super smart people who are using, designing the next 3D um, transistor. Because at this point we're, at 7 millimeter whatever density as a flat, so the only way to expand is multi-level. So that's at this point we've done all we can with flat stuff. For innovating it, we can still use same elements, and there's still jobs out there definitely for that. For lower level jobs, usually it's going to be small startups, that want this type of uh, they're not using a Raspberry Pi Arduino. They need specialized hardware that will connect with some sort of ASIC FPGA. So it's very niche, right? It's not going to be. It's going to be different for every scenario at that point, based on what you're working with. You might be designing it for, I don't know, the fiber optic cables, like how fiber optic internet, designing that type of circuitry to actually make that work. And that's that part, like knowing how the frig optics works and all this other stuff. So you need a lot of like extra knowledge there. Um, and then in terms of uh, there's also the hey, this is a legacy. Like we've been building on this since the 80s because we're stability. And we're in some place like Intel where it's it just testing it just sucks. That's the real downfall, is that in monolithic systems, and this applies to software, but especially to hardware, because listen, we have three things here, and simulating this. So going through the simulations for even a handful of scenarios sucks. And so you need to have simulation software that abstracts this and does tests so you don't have to. But first of all, if you're doing minimal changes and then testing, that is, you have to wait because you have to make sure it's not going to be isolated. So you can't really build and iterate fastly. Quickly. That's the word. So that's in essence why I stopped, because at the pet level, you can have the fast iteration when you're working with a handful of signals, and it's fun like that. And it's a lot of different approaches, a lot of different use cases, sure, in theory. And maybe in a research scenario you might still use those, but probably not. Probably you're just going to use an abstraction of this. Why do you have to worry about the low level? Why not just, why are you buying components that can't work with like Arduino? Right? If you really need the space, right? If you're designing something that really has to be compact, then sure. Then you need to pull out, make the schematics, make your PCBs, make your designs, and then I didn't learn PCB stuff. That was one area that they added after I left. Having more design stuff with that. Um, so yeah, that's one. And there are useful microelectronics, but let's take like a USB. There is so much in here that is gonna be. It's not just one person working on this. It's gonna be teams making like compacting storage, for example, and testing this, and that's the whole design. That's the whole meat of this. And I don't know, I haven't been convinced that you can do agile testing with this type of technology, and I need agile. I am as impatient as fuck, and it's much easier to debug small stuff than large stuff, and like go through, okay, make a couple parallel changes, print, and then remember, okay, what correlates to what, and that's just wait 30 minutes for the machines to do it. Yeah. So, but there's part of me who still wants to do pet projects with this, but I can't think of a single useful pet project. software, there's stuff. I mean, okay, I can think of maybe a couple, right? Like, oh, I want to make my own custom Wii U gamepad. Let's say I want to go in and repair my Wii U gamepad. Well, the easier solution was just use a gamepad, like, run on Linux, a custom script which changes your Wi-Fi connector into that, and I just use my laptop for it. And now that my laptop's kaput, I could do something, but there's not really much I want to do with my gamepad. Um, that's out. If I want to say, and there's like lots of ideas, right? There's, oh, I can mod my Wii U to always going back to the Wii U. Instead of using a proprietary cable for power, I can make it use USB-C and do soldering and stuff. And or let's say, hey, I want to get, there's like a GBA converter kit that you can get that puts your GBA. You buy the parts, you just you solder the board to it basically. You take out parts, solder it, and then now you have a GBA that can play on the TV. But it costs like $200. Why bother? I don't have cartridges I'm using for that. Everything I have is basically digitized. So what is the advantage of using that um over just the PC? Is it $200 worth? No. Like software solutions, that's the thing. Software solutions are free. I can put homebrew and stuff on the Wii U. Cost $0. Um, maybe I shouldn't. Like I have flex money, but I've never been good at figuring out like, or if I can be cheap, I will be cheap, essentially. With like, oh, I'm gonna not try not to spend a couple $100 on something that I don't know is gonna work out. That seems like, unless I think the risk reward is worth it. Um, and I think the reward in all those cases, like there's still Wii U software stuff I could be doing that's not I'm not doing because it's too much effort for too little reward. There's like all the stuff I've done, it takes maybe like an hour or two, but it's just like iterative on top of it. Um, and it's just wasting time. In terms of hardware stuff, I'm just looking around any like hardware things I'd want to do. Any Arduino projects, any Pi projects. I mean Pi software. And I really can't think of anything that is at a simple, okay, maybe do a few wires or do a few soldering things, right? Like I'm, pull out a breadboard, put in wires that I think would be useful for me and would be entertaining after the fact. Because if I'm just doing it to be like Lego, first of all, I've been on like the back burner. Hey, I should buy Lego. Let's do Lego first before I get bored and do soldering. If it's just for the sake of doing it, then that's not incentive enough. Right? If it's something like, hey, I can, buy a VR headset and I can use like Wiimotes and do some soldering to attach some sort of source on it, so I can use those as controllers. Then like, sure. Um, I might have done it if modding the Wii U required hard modding, and it was like simple enough hard modding. But uh, I like none of the consoles. Maybe the Xbox One, but I don't need to mod the Xbox One. I don't have anything that's attractive because if you need to hard mod it, then there's probably not attractive things you can do with it. Besides maybe putting like an IPA screen on it, but I don't have Like, I don't know, the 3DS doesn't need the IPA screen, or he has a decent enough screen. Game Boy, sure, that screen's crap. Um, yeah, I don't know if anyone has any suggestions for hardware projects. Feel free to hit me up. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here. This was a fun little tangent at the end. But yeah, this is, I also never work with like any of the what is the design software? AutoCAD. I never worked with AutoCAD as well. Like, this isn't AutoCAD, obviously, but I tried joining FPGA, like design teams and stuff as well. Never clicked. It always felt arbitrary. It never felt enjoyable enough. Um, yeah. Oh man, we connected it. We can do funky things like let's say we want to. Okay, how do I stop? I did this. Okay, cool. Um, how do I make peas? I just want to Oh, do we not have the license? Oh, license key detector. Okay, cool. Somehow we got around that. Oh, yeah. There's nostalgia for school because I only gave up on it literally in fourth year. Like, I was doing stuff until second year, that like for circuit design, then I realized, hey, I don't want to do circuit design. And then third year was like, okay, um, do I want to do low level firmware? Got some co-ops fourth year after I decided, hey, you know what? This isn't for me. And then I just pivoted back to software. Which, to be fair, in fourth year I was just doing software courses because all the hardware courses were kind of crap when COVID online, couldn't do in person stuff. Um, it yeah, I don't know. I tried all the things I could think of that could work and or could make me interested in, and they didn't. Like, I had good co-ops, I had good opportunities. I like, this is what the peak looks like, and I didn't want the peak of that field. And maybe there are other things I could have done, like other opportunities that would have appealed to me more, as opposed to appeal to the average person in the field. But if I only get a few co-ops to test with, I'm gonna take the ones that are gonna, on average, give the most interesting results. And yeah, I don't know. There's like, I don't regret going in that field because I literally tried and didn't. But there's a small part of me that feels like I could have. Feels like I had the school to do it, and that's what I tried to see if I wanted. And I spent 5 years. I spent 5 years doing a whole bunch of other things, but one of the things was figuring out I didn't want to do that. If I just say that by itself, it seems like, oh, I wasted 5 years. But no, I did so much other else in those 5 years. Absolutely worth going to that program. Would do again. Absolutely, if given the choice. But also in those contexts, right? You're doing these courses and with classmates, and there's it reminds you of other stuff you miss. And yeah, I miss school. Not just like doing courses because at this point I've looked at most of the topics I want to. There's nothing I'm super interested in because I fourth year I freaking did so many technical electives. I did all the things I wanted to do. I ran out of things to do. And then for like people, like you're with a cohort the whole time, these classmates that you spend every day with. Um and I have coworkers now that I do that, but there's a difference between online and in person with that as well. And it was cool being in person with them. That's a real kicker. And if I was in person more with my coworkers, that would also be cool. And then there's also like 150, 300 people in my class versus 10 coworkers, so it's hard to compare there. Um, at this point, I don't even know if I want to be in the same room every day with 300 people. Like I would. Um, I guess. You know what? I did the enjoyment I wanted to in that time, and I just have to find a new way to enjoy myself now. I hope I do. And on that note, thanks for coming, and yeah, we'll chat again some other time. I'll be gone for a bit, but I'll be around the Discord. Um, bit.ly/sunset-discord. Take care.